this is an interesting conversation in as much as the genesis of this was in my local pub. And Rachel Fish lives in Greenfield, just down the road from me, and came up to me and said, I've got this story that you might be interested in. And I'm not saying, by the way, that I was in any way dismissive, but, you know, it's just a conversation in the pub. You think, yeah, okay, all right. I said, I'm a real big Gloria Estefan. I'm a super fan in a way. And I went, oh, right. I said, I love her. I love her music. I love her image. I love how she interacts with the fans. And because of that, over the years, I've painted about 30 pictures of Gloria. And I said, oh, wow, that's amazing. She said, and she shared those pictures and been in touch with me. And eventually, from this, one of the paintings was chosen by Gloria to be the official artwork on one of her album releases. And I was genuinely taken aback. This is Rachel's story. An ordinary woman, she won't mind me saying that, but she has an extraordinary story.
1, 2, 3, 4. Come on, baby, say you love me. 5, 6, 7 times.
It goes back to 1987, actually, because I lost my dad in 1987, and then Gloria's music came into my life, and it was she just made me smile. And I thought, how lovely is this? And so from then on, I became a fan, really.
They tell me you're shy boy, but I want you just to say.
So we're having a conversation now because one of your pictures ended up as an album cover for her. So first of all, when did you very first meet her?
I first met her in 1996. It was a concert in England, and every time I went to meet her, I always painted some pictures and took them with me, and she signed them for me because I met her backstage.
What was it like meeting your hero for the first time?
Wow. It's like, wow, is that really you? Yeah, it was a big wow.
And how easy was she to speak to? Because when you're that successful, you might be one of 100 people she'll meet in a few minutes' time. So what was she like?
She was brilliant. Yes, she was really nice, and she was always like that with all the fans. And then she said to me once, she said, "Oh, so you're my artist?" Yeah.
And how did the picture on the album come about?
Well, I'd taken a couple of pictures to her every time I met her, because we used to meet her in Miami. Because she broke her back March 20th, 1990, and then from 1999 we held parties in Miami and went to meet her. And we've done that every 2 years from 1999. I took paintings with me, and she signed them for me because she came to the party. And then in 2015, I just did this picture of like a charcoal sketch, and I thought, I like that. I'll send it to her, online. And she just sent me a message, and she said, "Can I have your details, please?" I thought, oh, what have I done? And then she just said, "I'd like your details because I'd like to use this as an album cover, please." And I was really, really wow. Gosh, I couldn't believe she said that.
And what was the first time that you saw the album with the cover on?
Oh, wow. It's a CD, and it was just, I couldn't believe it. I thought, that's mine. I never would have expected that, but it was unbelievable.
What was the last time you saw Gloria?
2017. We all met, yeah. She was, because they're doing it On Your Feet tour, it was called, and basically it was a stage tour where people are playing her and her husband's life, and it was just a show, really. It was really good, and every time they opened one, a lot of me and a few fans went to see the opening of it, and went to see her, and that was the last time I saw her, yeah, 2017.
What makes somebody so special? And I mentioned earlier about the fact, when did you first realise that you liked her stuff? But to be so special that you would travel, the world to meet her.
I just love her music. She's a lovely person, and I love her music. It's just absolutely fantastic. And I've met quite a lot of lovely fans and friends from being a fan of hers, really, yeah.
So obviously COVID's come into the equation, so that'll be one of the reasons that she's not been touring certainly for the last more than 2 years. Do you keep in touch at all?
Yes, on Twitter we message. Yeah, we've got a message, and we talk now and again on Twitter, yeah.
How do you feel now compared to, right, the very first time you met her when you was just, oh, wow, whereas now, okay, you're not best mates, but she's a friend, really. What's the difference like?
It's just lovely. It's very similar. I mean, if I met her again, I'd still be thinking, well, that's Gloria. Yeah, I'd still feel the same, I think.
Any chance of you doing another album cover for her?
I don't know. I think I still keep drawing, but yeah, I've always painted pictures, so I could do. It depends if you liked it or not.
Well, do you know, Rachel, we met, you and I, in a pub. You said, I want to tell you this story. Have you got a minute or two? And I said yes. And the more you told me, I thought, this is surreal. I'm stood in a pub talking to this girl who's had one of her pictures on the cover of Gloria Estefan's album, and it's been great talking to you. Thanks for joining me.
Oh, thanks very much, Mike. Thank you. Brilliant.
So can I just read this out? This is from Rachel to Gloria Estefan. Hope all's good. I was talking to a friend last week, showed him my book of paintings and my CD album cover for Soy Muja. He's a radio presenter and asked if he could interview me to talk about you. I said yes. He recorded an interview this morning. I was talking about you, how I met you. You are my inspiration. We talked. He's recorded it all and be playing it on BBC Radio Manchester this week. I felt so honoured. It was lovely to talk about you. I'll let you know when it's on and send you a link to it. Hugs. And then from Gloria Estefan, oh, that's beautiful, Rachel. I can't wait to hear it. Thank you very much for your love and support always. How cool is that? And honestly, Rachel just came up to me and said, I've got this story about Gloria Estefan. Yeah, okay. And the more she told me, the more I thought, this is so almost surreal.